Welcome to part number 3 of navigating CRM implementation pitfalls. In the previous part number 2, we talked about user adoption, and right now, part number 3, we are going to talk about insufficient training. If you'd like to know more about the research that we conducted that led to all those 11 parts, click on the link above. In part number 3, we are going to cover 7 different sections related to insufficient training. The first one will be users' frustration. When people don't know, they feel stupid. When they feel stupid, they are frustrated. Very simple. Whenever you are implementing a new CRM, it's critical that your users will know how to use it. From the other side, people don't want to know new things. So you need to have strong management to enforce training. Without enforcing training, your users will not know, they will feel stupid, and therefore they will be frustrated. We saw during the last 10 years, endless different stories from frustrated users, how the system is bad and the system cannot be worked on, and things that used to be very simple before are now very difficult, and you need to do many steps in order to achieve a very basic goal, which obviously all those are correct if you don't know how to use the system. As an example, we had a client that we implemented for them a very sophisticated proposal system that, based on the product, the system will generate a full proposal, beautiful proposal system. The result was that employees didn't know which pipeline to choose, and therefore they chose the default pipeline. They bypassed completely our system, and that resulted them working much harder to produce a simple proposal. A training of 2 minutes showing them just select the right pipeline and everything will show up. You will have buttons, you don't need to think. And then it was a shit moment. Okay, so user frustration will be highly connected to not knowing what to do. So train your employees. The best way that we found fit to train your employees is having consistent weekly or bi-weekly sessions to force the training, and someone internal in the company that's checking daily that people actually working with the system. Without someone internal that's checking if employees are doing their job and they are actually working with the system and doing what they're supposed to, you have no way to enforce training, because an external trainer is not a police officer, and you do need one, and usually it will be from inside your company. Companies that have weak management will not be able to do it, and weak management always lose. Also, in this case. The second point will be data entry errors, one of my favorites. Let's assume that you have a system, you have a CRM. When there is a new lead or a new contact coming, let's say from your phone or to your email, and you will need to enter this person manually. The right thing to do is to go to the search if this person exists in the CRM. If they exist, just update this person or notify the related account manager that you have this new person. Most employees that do not know how to use a CRM will just click on create and create them as new contacts in the system. That will lead to a salesperson contacting them, and now you will have one salesperson work on this person for one side of the business, a different salesperson working on the same contact, which creates obviously confusion, except that you have now 2 contacts of the same person in the system. You understand? Big problem. This is a very common one. Except of this fact, there are many cases of wrong data entry because people don't know what to do. So instead of clicking on the right buttons, they click on different buttons. Instead of using existing functionality that's supposed to ease their way into data entry, they will do it in the wrong way and therefore will provide details in the wrong way. They will enter data into the wrong fields just because they don't understand what the system is supposed to do. There are few things around it. One, have blueprints. Those blueprints will have buttons that when you click on the button, the system will propose which field is supposed to be filled, versus the employee looking around the page and the employee needs to remember what to do. Don't hope that your employee will remember. That's not your employee goal. If the employee is a salesperson, he needs to sell. They're not supposed to be IT specialists. So build proper systems for them. For example, when we build a CRM for a client, we always start from a blueprint, because I don't want the employees to think. I'm not saying they're not smart. I'm saying that they have enough things to think of, and where to put the information is not one of them. So a blueprint will fix the problem, and of course, teaching them how to put the information into the system. The next point will be underutilization of features. You will have the management investing significant amount of time and money into a beautiful CRM. There will be no proper training to the employees. The employees will not know which functionality to use for what, and therefore this great Ferrari that was created for the employee will not be used, and you will see the employee driving on his bicycle to work versus on a Ferrari that the company provided to them. It's all training related. Training is a huge factor in the CRM implementation success. The next point will be inefficient work habits. You will see people working in, I don't want to say lame, but maybe I should. It is kind of lame. As an example, let's say that right now I need to create a deal for a specific customer. The employee will go to the opportunities or deals, will click on create, will select the right contact, the right account, and will enter the different details, versus searching for the contact, clicking on create opportunity, and then all the information will be pre-filled in the opportunity. Much faster, and also there will be less human errors in this case. Another example will be an employee that likes to send a document for signature to a client. The employee will go to the signing application, will create the template, will fill the details, will put a nice 1 hour into it, versus go to the CRM, click on the right button that will populate the template ready to be sent. Less errors, much faster. All those are related to inefficient work habits, and those all related to insufficient training. Once an employee is being trained properly, they will have better work habits and they will be able to produce much more in a shorter time. The next point is low user confidence. As you know, when people don't know what they're doing, they are not doing. And that's the main problem. When employees don't feel confident that they know how to navigate the CRM, they will tend or to do what they know in the system, which is extremely limited, and it's absolutely against the company policy, and we see it again and again. Or from the other side, they will not dare to try because they're afraid to mess up something. In all those cases, it's a nightmare for the company, and proper training always solves this problem. The sixth point is increase support requests. You have an employee that don't know what to do. The employee will think that the system is not working as it should, and then this employee will start to create noise, or this employee will bother other employees around him to try to get some assistance, which means the productivity not only of this specific employee is decreased, also people around him, all those people, their productivity is decreased. Or if you have a CRM admin guy that is working to support the users, they will receive multiple requests and they will be very busy. And you as management, you will think that those people are busy because there is a significant amount of use for their time, which is not true. There is not really a need for them to support so many people because the requests that are coming in are not related to problems, they are related to knowledge. And if there will be a proper management in place that will force employees to learn the system, which means this CRM admin function in your company or external will work to educate the employees on how to use the system, then you invest the same amount of time in the first month, and then the following month the CRM admin can do other things that are much more beneficial to the company and not deal with crap for the rest of the company's life. The last point will be reduced return of investment. When you are putting the time and effort into your CRM, you're hoping that that will increase your ROI. It will decrease the frustration and confusion of your employees. You have some hopes for your system, otherwise you wouldn't do it. Stay with Excel. The ROI is one of those measurements that needs to be in place. I put a new system, I see some ROI from implementing the system. When people don't know how to use the system, based on all the previous 6 points, you will see insane decrease of productivity. And that's also something that prospects coming to us and they're saying, when I implemented my CRM, I hope to see a return of investment, but I didn't. What I see a huge decrease in productivity, huge mess and chaos in the company. And in most of the cases, it will be or that the system was not designed properly and therefore you're trying to fit a company into a vehicle that cannot contain the company. There is no match. Or from the other side, you have a great vehicle, but no one knows how to drive it. And that's again connected to training. In the next video, we are going to talk about lack of integration. In 2024, this is when I'm generating those videos. Integration between systems is critical. So in the next video, we're going to talk about lack of integrations and how that is leading to failures in CRM implementations. If you like this session, thumbs up is always appreciated. It will help us promote this video, and Google and YouTube will like us more. If you have anything to say, the comments are the right place to do it. In the description below, there are some information about our company in case that you inquire about us. Thank you very much for watching this session. We'll see you in the next one.